do you that area as well, so that is something which will help build these players up and sort of help the ecosystem go forward. And finally, of course, we are talking about what I call a package that we worked along very closely with the SRFI team and put together. And I'm very happy to announce that today we are in the process of sort of, it's a formalized sort of what I call discussion we're having today, but in essence this is something we've been thinking over the last 2-3 months and we're coming together. So that's broadly what we are planning and that's what we're thinking. We will obviously have questions later.
Mumbai, I've grown up when I played my junior career from Mumbai itself. In the year 2000, so at that time, in about the year 2000, squash was primarily played in Mumbai. There are a lot of clubs, so a lot of squash courts, lots of players. At the national championships, you would have Mumbai players, and at that time in the seniors used to have services. So the services, a lot of people from the Army, Navy, even Air Force, of course, were top players in the country. So
squash started as a service game.
Yeah,
that's a history.
Because of the British influence, it was there in all the cantonments. So at that time, if I look back, if you were going to play any player from Tamil Nadu or Chennai, which there were 2 or 3 players, there was no competition really. Then, Joshna as a youngster, they used to have Devi, used to have a few youngsters who would come up in that time itself. So primarily it was dominated in Maharashtra, a little bit in Delhi, and a lot in the services as well. Then in the year 2000, it was the brainchild of Mr. N. Ramachandran to open a squash academy. And that academy was open to the public, really looking at players who could not afford club memberships to come and join a program. And that's where things have really taken off from. So then I've been in Chennai since 2001, looking after the academy. We also had a foreign coach, Major Manyam, to come in 2002. And that's where squash in Chennai grew. And we can boldly say that our top players, in fact, all the top players who are mentioned who have ranked top 10 in the world, who have touched top 10 in the world, have trained at the academy for durations of time. Yeah, so the academy it's a multi-purpose academy which has a gymnasium, swimming pool, it has dormitory facilities, and we have an all 4-sided glass court, which is not really around in the country. We got world-class courts. We have 8 courts overall. So this academy has really, then once Major Manyam came in, there was a system in place. And apart from building players in India, we developed the system of even having coach education, which Major Manyam was the director of coaching of Asian Squash and then became of World Squash Federation. So all in all, the activities started in Chennai. We educated coaches, we assisted coaches, and that has spread all across the country today. And that's why we will say Chennai is, today we can say, the capital of squash in the country.
And the academy is not very far from here, right? It's about kilometers.
This morning, as I say, tennis was born in those days Madras, now Chennai. I can equally say that squash in its present form was born in Chennai. So with this introduction, I'd like to take you through certain statistics of the Indian squash and its current profile. We have players registered with us, about 7,000, of which male players are 5,000, female 2,000. There are 6,000 players under age 19 group, 1,500 above 19, who are called senior players. world ranking players who play in PSA, Professional Squash Association tournaments all over the globe. We have 25 in men and 14 in women. At the moment, we have 2 players who are ranked in top 25. We run referee clinics.
Players who are ranked in the top 10 in the world, we would have thought that's a far cry. Very pleased to say we've got 3 players who have touched top 10. Nobody has yet become 9. Saurav last month made it to 10 in the world. Deepika had done it a few years ago, and Joshna a couple of years ago also touched top 10. So we are really at a stage where we are doing exceedingly well. In the team events, we have reached top 4 in all the junior boys, girls. We now need to do that in the men's and women's as well. So this is the platform which we are looking for towards going. The Asian Games, which was last year, was an outstanding performance for us in sense of medals. We won 5, which is our best ever. Overall, it's no need to word overall in all sports in India. Squash was number 3 in the number of medals won, just below athletics, which is of course multi-sport, and shooting. Squash got 5 medals, which was more than any of the other sports which participated in the 2018 Asian Games. So that's something really good for us. Our top ranked players currently, Saurav and Joshna, they are both 32 years of age, both in their prime right now. We do sincerely hope that they continue for the next 3 years. So if they play well and play up to standard, they'll be 35 at the next Asian Games. So what we are really looking forward to in this partnership is Saurav, Joshna, of course Deepika is there, but then we really look at our next lot of players. And this is where the partnership with HCL we see is going to benefit us in the next 3 years, 5 years and 10 years from now. We really are looking at in a long-term perspective that this is what could happen. Mahesh Mangaonkar, Ramit Tandon, Vikram Malhotra in the men, Tanvi, Sunena in the women. So they are all upcoming players, all definitely who will be eligible for 2022 and 2026. In the boys as well, we have Harinder Pal Singh Sandhu. Harinder is currently injured. You have Abhay Singh as well. So we have a crop. So 5 years ago, we didn't have depth in the boys. We now have depth in the boys. We still are, to be honest, lacking in depth in the women's. But we hope in the next few years, we will have this changed around. The key with this partnership we are looking at is we are looking at a play in India. Everything is now our top players or players, mid-level players are all going out to play PSA events. So we want to have PSA events in India. So we are also, making the application to the government for their support and their clearances. So that process has started. So once all gets confirmed, we will have PSA events all across the country, both for men and women. We'll have $5,000 events, $10,000 events, $20,000 events. That's what we are currently looking at, and possibly going maximum to a $30,000 event. So the reason we are doing this, yes, it will not benefit Saurav and Joshna right now because they are playing the higher level, but it will benefit the complete ecosystem, what we are looking for. In fact, we have coined a word called CHOPS, which will benefit coaches, hosts, officials, players, and support staff as well. So by having more events in the country, bringing in top players in the country, bringing top international events, we will ensure it develops the complete ecosystem. We are also looking at bringing in high performance coaches for short-term basis. so for specific camps and possibly travel with the teams as well. So that's one area which we are looking at doing. In addition to that, we will conduct national camps and in fact, next week itself, we are conducting our selection trials for the Asian and World Championships. We are doing it at the Shiv Nadar University in Greater Noida. So that's going to happen next week to select our junior team. So overall, overall, we believe, HCL understands sport, HCL and SRFI are working exceedingly well together, and we are very positive in the years to come. This partnership will be a game changer.
And this is likely to go up in the current year. Now, having given this background to India squash, where it is right now, I will talk about how our players have done extremely well at the international level. The first Asian Games medals our players won, that was in 2006. In 2010, again Asian Games medal. 2014, we won men's gold medal in Asian Games team, and Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, we got gold in women's doubles. Last year, 2018, we had Asian Games in Jakarta. We got 5 medals, and in Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, we got 2 silver medals. As you know, Government of India has been very supportive of any sport for that matter, and we have been lucky also in the sense that from year to year we have been getting very substantial financial support from the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. Normally the assistance is in the level of 4 crores. We seek support for the travel expenses of our players who participate in various PSA tournaments all over the globe. We also seek assistance for coaches to run clinics and also various national tournaments which we hold in different parts of the country. Against this background, I must say we are extremely thankful and lucky to partner with HCL, which is a great company by any standard, very professionally run, high ethical values. There is complete synergy between SRFI and HCL when it comes to promoting values, and in my opinion, because I am also a sports person, and Mr. Sundar also says that he is playing squash. And of course, Cyrus himself was national champion. Once upon a time now he's coaching the players. Sport, any sport for that matter, really builds the character. It means that you have discipline, ethical values, and some goal to achieve. No wonder HCL has decided to join hands with us in promoting what SRFI has been doing all these years, but in a very great way. We have been, as Mr. Sundar mentioned, we have been interacting with HCL for the last few months, and they have also supported us in conducting 2 tournaments in India. But the roadmap for future is really promising for India squash as well as for the squash players from India. We have a long-term goal of 2022, by which time we propose to win maximum medals in Asian Games and Commonwealth Games. Going further, 2025, we would like to see our players in the top 10 and also winning World Championships. For the roadmap for future, I would request Mr. Cyrus Poncha to give a good projection as to how we are moving forward. But I would like to end my talk by saying that HCL's partnership with SRFI is going to develop, nurture this ecosystem where, with their support, SRFI will conduct PSO tournaments of high grade in India, where our promising players, both from the junior ranks as well as the senior level, would have the opportunities to participate and play against the top players in the world. They don't have to go out of the country to play such tournaments and hone their skills. HCL is here to support us in having those tournaments in our backyard, so to say. Once again, thank you, sir, very much for your kind.
But we want to start going to, it's not that we are not doing it, we want to go to the states which are not, active. Sorry? So let's take, for example, Kerala. They have a squash court. They do small events, but we want them to start doing bigger events, like in Trivandrum, where we had national games. Once we did hold a national championship over there. So that's the sort of way the Federation is trying to build on the smaller cities, the tier 2 cities, the tier 3 cities. Chhattisgarh, for example, is another example. They've built squash courts. So we want them to start doing more tournaments. So we did 24 national level tournaments last year. This year, we are positively going to be doing more than 30, and that's growing. So even if it's small events, district level, state level events, that's the idea, to have squash tournaments throughout the country.
I have popular sport in Maharashtra. I mean, of course, Cyrus knows much more on this. I can just briefly tell you. But we wanted to make it more popular here in Chennai. At that point in time, tennis, cricket, all these sports were very popular, and it was played on a very mass scale in smaller clubs, bigger clubs. Tournaments are held, prize monies are higher. As you know, squash is a very tough game physically, and it requires certain infrastructure. There are clubs in Chennai which have squash courts, but they don't allow the non-members to play, or those players, young boys and girls who can't afford to go to a place and play. So that's how we started the academy 20 years back. In that sense, yes. Would you like to add something?
Okay, so
it's a rolling, ongoing thing. I don't want to really talk about a specific number. Happens multi-year, sort of things. So I cannot really talk about a number. Of course, we are going to be supporting the key initiatives.
This goes under HCL CSR?
No, this is not part of HCL CSR. This is part of what I call HCL's brand building initiatives. That's how we got as part of HCL. Brand building.